Okay, hi, my name is Haley, and for my project, I decided to read The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie. She is a cozy mystery writer, as we know. The setting for this particular book takes place in England, as you probably could have guessed, and it takes place during World War I at Styles Court. And then also, as you probably could have guessed, there's a murder that takes place, so the course of the novel is just figuring out who the murderer is. For characters, we have two reoccurring characters who are Poirot, who's the Belgian detective that helps solve the case. He so conveniently was on the spot to solve the case. And then there's also his friend and sidekick, Hastings. So if you've been excited to read a book that he's a part of, he's actually the narrator of this book. So if you have been wanting to see how Hastings and Poirot interact together, this is a great book for that. And then down to the characters that are more confined to the specific book, there's Emily Inglethorpe, who is a wealthy older woman who owns Styles Court. And then there's also her second husband, Alfred Inglethorpe. And then Emily has two stepsons from her first husband's previous marriage. So those sons are John Cavendish and Lawrence Cavendish. And then John has a wife named Mary Cavendish. And then there's Cynthia, who is the daughter of a deceased family friend, and since she is an orphan, the Inglethorpes decided to take her in, so she also lives at Styles. And those are all the characters that live at Styles, and then there are also a few other smaller characters, such as Evelyn Howard, who's a family friend and cousin of Alfred. There's also Dr. Bornstein, who is a world-renowned toxologist and a friend of Mary Cavendish. And then there's various maids and other workers who live at Styles. So this was actually Agatha Christie's first novel, so she's gotten mixed reviews on it. Some critics like Jan Leader say that she felt that the setting and the characters were just often used, and she felt like it was a predictable novel, whereas there are other more positive reviews of The Mysterious Affair at Styles. Such as Mark McGuinness, who says that he felt that this was a triumphant debut for Agatha Christie. I think I would have to side more on the side of Mark. I felt that it was a great book. I think I enjoyed Murder on the Orient Express and Roger Ackroyd much more than I enjoyed this book, but there are also just great moments in here and great ways that Agatha shows her just literary genius in this book. I still felt like it wasn't 100% predictable. Like, I felt like it was still, you're kind of on the edge of your seat waiting to see what happens. So I think it's a very good book, and it's very short, so if you need something fun to read during finals week, that's a good one for you. So I think overall I would recommend this book. I think maybe out of 10 I would rate it like 6, maybe 7, just because I enjoyed it, but it's definitely not my favorite of Agatha Christie. But overall, I would definitely recommend reading this book.